Welcome back to Sonic 4 Episode 2, and now welcome to Oil Desert. Yeah, Oil Desert Zone.
The living on the ocean.
I'm just gonna quote what Watson Call Me Johnny said in the Red Scratch impressions. Replace the sand with oil, and it's the exact same fucking zone. I'm sorry. You're not gonna convince me it's not. I'm sorry. Don't bother, Java. You're not gonna convince me otherwise. Don't bother.
So we have to deal with sandstorm here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Honestly, to me it looks more like... I know the name is like... screams oil ocean, but to me the actual level aesthetics kind of makes it look like Act 1 of Sandopolis mixed with Planet Wisp.
Maybe I can see that.
Are those dung beetle robots?
Jova, you probably know better
Yes,
than me.
they are.
Yeah, what he said.
What is such a bad taste?
No, honestly, Theo, it's not the last time we'll fight one of Eggman's dung beetle robots.
Okay.
It's got a giant one in Sonic
Oh,
Rush.
Theo, you think this is bad taste? Wait till we get to hear the music of Act 2.
What?
I was going
actually-
to say that hey, another difference between this and
come on,
oil
it
ocean
cannot
is
be
that
worse like the one in the desert based on Final Fantasy X that says you're annoying twat.
No, it is
What?
not. In fact,
Okay, Theo.
There's a track in Final Fantasy X where it seems like there's a singer that continuously say you're annoying twat.
Cunt, actually. No, but it does sound like someone is saying that. It's weird. Okay. Basically, Theo, you remember how in the first. Remember how the first episode had this recurring theme of murdering cats?
Yeah.
Well, let's just
much
say
to my disappointment.
yes. So in this one, Dims have picked another species of animal to pick on.
Okay.
Well, let's not reveal it though. Let's let Theo go in with pure untainted fun.
I actually kind of like that tune.
Even if the melody itself, it's not exactly bad, but you have to admit, the instrumentation is fucking horrible. You have to admit that, come on.
Oh, so you're using the sandstorm in order to
Okay.
yourself.
I will admit that the instrumentation is a bit wonky. However, I see it as they're trying to keep a bit consistent with the overall musical tone of this zone. Granted, it's not quite performed the best, but honestly, that just... I don't know, something about that tune makes it just fun for me. And I do like the melody.
On my own time, I've only ever heard it in commentary, so I'll probably have to give it a listen later.
It's nothing terrible, but it is a bit silly.
It is. No, sorry, it is. I'm sorry. You're not gonna convince me otherwise. It's fucking terrible.
I'm not trying to convince you.
It's laughably bad. Like seriously, the first time I heard it, I was like, "Are you serious? Are you serious?"
Maybe he was having an off day.
I'll just quote what Johnny said. June, get back to doing music with actual instruments. That's what you do best. Rock and roll. In fact, that should brings up a good point. What the fuck did Izuka put June in charge of this music? I mean, get Naofumi Ataya to do it. He's already proven in Generations that he's very great at making classic style Sonic music. Just have Ataya made it. We don't just keep Jun doing what he does best. Stuff with real instruments.
Well, I guess he was harkening
the
back
stuff
to his
June did in
days
the
when
classic games weren't that over the top amazing.
he did the Sonic and Knuckles section of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and that tune did have a few good ones. However, like Flying Battery.
Yeah, but I mean, he's blindside better with actual instrument.
Oh yeah, like I said.
Oh, that's
like I said.
But
the Sonic Adventure 1 soundtrack. I still
hold
believe
on, I'll be right back.
I still believe this.
Okay.
I still believe the Sonic Adventure 1 soundtrack to be one of the best soundtracks ever put in a video game. I mean, the variety, the awesome songs. I also love how the themes perfectly enhance the themes and the character arcs of each story. There was so much effort and care put into that soundtrack. It was awesome. In fact, I'm kind of hoping, please, in the next Sonic game, can we please have some rock theme songs? You know, I mean, the fans of orchestral music have gotten their stuff. Can we get back to Sonic music having, you know, its own unique identity rather than just leeching off Mario's orchestral stuff?
Question: did Crash 40 actually made a song for Sonic Lost World?
No, they didn't. No band whatsoever made music for Sonic Lost World. It was all orchestral, basically to go with the Mario Galaxy.
And it was
game.
actually a mix of composers.
No Crash 40 song for a main Sonic game.
Yeah, which
Crash 40 haven't done music for a main Sonic game since Generations.
Actually,
I mean, it was kind of a staple for them to do for main Sonic games.
yeah, I know. I understand that some people don't like Crash 40. I can understand it, but honestly, even if you don't like 80s hard rock, you have to at least admit it helped define a unique musical identity for the series. I mean, yeah, we're now having orchestra, which is so we're playing it more safe. But at the same time, I mean, I would rather have a flawed soundtrack. Oh, here we go.
Wait.
Let's listen. Listen.
What?
I want to clean out my ears with a kitchen knife.
Basically, Theo, welcome to Dying Ducks.
What the hell is this? No, again, Pedro, like you said, I've never heard this roll without commentary, so this is me hearing it for the first time properly, too.
Let's all shut up for a moment, then. Oh, you with the speed up. Awesome. Hold on, here we go.
Is he killing ducks?
Yep.
I want everything smoked.
Burn it with hellfire.
This is...
What the?
This,
Okay.
this-
Our
okay.
teamwork.
Okay, was this track made as a joke? It has to be. Come on.
Like, even for all the Sega music standards, this is ridiculous.
I don't know if any of you guys seen, like, I haven't looked at it for a while, so I don't know if he's changed it, but June's Twitter account, in the description, he had the question, did you enjoy my work with Sonic Generation? He didn't once mention either
Sonic 4.
of the fours, episode 4, thing, he didn't once mention those games.
Even he knows.
And they came out around the same time, too.
I'm guessing he was putting his all into the Generation soundtrack.
What kind of synthesizer you use for do this kind of sound?
Okay, the drums are the original drums that Masato Nakamura used for Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. The rest, though, I don't know.
Ow.
I don't know if he was saying ow because he hit the spikes or ow because the music.
Jesus Christ. It's
Jova,
also so different since Act 1.
What's that Jova was saying about keeping with the theme of the zone?
I guess we have bonus ducks.
I guess this is just another case of Jova doing what he was doing in the 13 playthrough, where he was just being so optimistic.
It's interesting how he complains so much about the sound design of Final Fantasy XIV, and yet he's perfectly fine with Dying Ducks. Anyway, Act 3. Oh my god!
Great! The chamber where it's filled with sand.
Yes, Sandopolis, your reference.
Okay, I'm back now.
Welcome back, Joe. You missed the Dying Ducks.
Sorry,
yeah, actually-
sorry, Jova, but we had to railroad it.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Oh, by all means, railroad it. I mean, hey, just because I like it doesn't mean I'm blind to its musical imperfections. But I just say that it's not the worst thing. I mean, yeah, it is laughably bad, but honestly, compared to a lot of bad music I've heard, it's actually rather tame.
Teo was
It's
laughing
not
hysterically at it.
Oh, by all means, laugh away. It's like I said, that's part of the reason I like it, because I can get a good laugh out of it.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I also like the melody.
Yeah. Oh yeah, as a guilty pleasure, definitely.
I mean, I will admit, part of me does like it genuinely, but for the most part, I do recognize that it is, laughably bad.
I love how the
Don't
sand
worry.
halts itself when you're going into the team attack animations.
Yeah, the game
Well,
pauses,
to be fair,
the game
everything
always
halts
freezes.
itself.
Yeah, the whole game halts itself.
I guess that's somewhat
Convenient.
fair, since if they were able to attack you while you were doing that, you'd probably get bashed a lot.
Well, no, I mean, Pedro was quite a way away from the sand. They could, if it didn't freeze the game, he still could have made it through there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, I know
That
that. I know
section is
that.
not hard at all.
I'm just saying the whole game overall freezes because, if you play something like Shantae, you can know that trying to set up your special moves while the game's still going in real time can be a pain.
In fact, I might as well bring it up right now. I'm probably the only one as a kid who never had a problem with Sandopolis, actually. Like, it's interesting because a lot of people like to shit on Sandopolis, but interesting thing, even back in the day, when I was a little kid, I had my friends tell me that they could not for the life of them complete Sandopolis Act 2 because they would always die because of the sand or the ghost or some shit like that. And I always said, okay, what? But that's easy. So basically I went to my friend's house and I literally, okay, give me that thing. Let me show you how it's done. So basically I completed the whole thing very easily and they're like, oh wow. So basically I never understood the problem people have with Sandopolis. For me it's a very fine zone to get through. I mean, but then again, I don't know. I never saw the problems, honestly. I think I can understand people not liking, being closed off in claustrophobic spaces or something like that. I can understand people not liking the whole ghost and the sand gimmicks. But for me, I find it was still easy to get through, honestly.
In my opinion, I think people overreact a little bit because I mean the general consensus around Act 1 is that it's pretty good, but with Act 2 a lot of people tend to completely blow everything out of proportion. They bitch about it constantly, whereas for me, I found it just boring. I didn't hate it, I didn't dislike it, I didn't think it was a bad zone, I just found it quite boring, mostly because of how long it went on for.
Hey, I can agree with that.
I just think everyone else seems to be overreacting to it. Really.
Oh, yeah.
I can agree with that. I mean, heck, I myself will sometimes rant and rave about Act 2 of Carnival Night Zone, yet I don't do it for the same reason that everyone else does. Honestly, the barrel thing is stupid, but I think it sometimes gets a bit blown out of proportion, and also the fact that people don't focus on the main reason of why that barrel sucks, because it's inconsistent as opposed to, oh, I had to jump up and down? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, come on, people. There have been stranger things in the Sonic games than that.
You're playing a game about a blue hedgehog that goes through.
And
It's not the fact that it's strange. That's my problem. My problem is that my problem is that the game never actually had a section that taught us that that's how the barrels work. The game never taught us how the barrels work.
Well, I agree with that. The problem I have with most people who talk about it, though, is like, well, often they don't really, focus on that particular part of the problem so much as the fact that, it's just a different control out there. Honestly, my problem with Carnival Night Zone Act 2 as a whole is that it's a level purposely made to waste your time with every single obstacle built in there.
Anyway.
Which, don't get me wrong, I like a challenge, but the way Carnival Night Zone Act 2 is, now I'll talk about that later.
I'm not the
Anywho,
biggest
I
fan of
actually
Squad.
like
A junk Eggman robot.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically,
It's-
we're playing Tetris. We have to avoid the obstacles.
still a better Tetris than Ubisoft. Still better
hate-
Tetris than Ubisoft.
I guess.
Okay, so basically...
Sorry.
Okay, so basically, I hate this boss for two reasons. One, once again, they're doing that thing that we're doing in the first boss where he goes back into his shell, so I have to wait till the game will allow me to hit him again. Second, I hate not so much this section. This section is fine, because the game has those arrows that point you to where the things are gonna fall. So the particular blocks, I'm blind. I don't mind the blocks themselves. What I do mind is the section after the blocks, because it's very hard to pull through, and I'm gonna explain why. I'm gonna show why. Yeah, edge. Alright, I got it.
Alright, I got it.
And now we completed it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
It's still alive.
How many hit points does it have?
8 probably.
Is it 8, Jobo?
I can't quite remember. It's
Most standard
it's-
Sonic boss fights tend to take about 8 hits.
yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that he takes the same amount of hits that the usual Eggman boss in the games do. However, I forget if there was a certain exception to that rule in the Sonic 4 episode games.
Alright.
Oh, the only one I remember was the final boss of Sonic 2, which was 12 hits, if I recall.
Yeah.
Oh, they always add more for the final boss. That's why I said the general boss fights are 8.
What happens now?
It's the second phase that I hate. So we're about to see.
I'm
Come on,
okay.
game, let me get up
I can
there.
certainly see why Pedro doesn't like
See,
it.
a waiting game. Why do I have to wait so much to get up here? Jesus Christ, let me do something. Let me move this forward. Anyway, yeah, this is how it works, Tail. Basically, he's always jumping, and the point is...
Oh, blocking the fucking camera. Okay.
Yeah, basically, I have to do this 619 attack against his feet, but from the front, not from the back. See, there you go. Basically, the problem is that I never know where he's going to, get on the ground. So basically, I have to get lucky.
Well, the idea, Pedro, is like, well, he's preparing to jump on you, so the idea is to get out of the way before he lands on you, and then do it, like that.
Yeah, I was going to ask, does he home in on you like a lot of Sonic boss
I
fights
don't
tend to do
know,
when they
but
use
they-
this
Yeah.
skill set? Or
Yeah,
I
yes,
Is
see
it
that the
just
reaction
really
time
poor
is very
boss design?
short.
Yeah, it is. Allow me to think up a boss that does a similar thing. The final boss of Sonic 2. Yes, he goes to where I am, but there's a little radical thing that points me to the fact that he's following me. Feedback. Give the
Sonic
pla-
Advance 2 does that too. with
Show
its
the
second
player
boss
how the
fight.
boss-
No, Sonic Advance, I mean.
Give the player feedback on how the boss works. You can't just expect... I mean, the player should not have to know how the game is programmed. Okay? Ugh.
I never really had that problem because often he always lands the same way. Because, like, well, I pretty much got the gist of the boss right there. However,
can you imagine how nervous I am because I have no rings?
Oh, just one hit?
Yeah, the final hit
just
is...
like the good old days.
God fucking damn it, I hate this boss.
That was a really bad explosion.
I honestly really never had that problem with that boss. However, I can admit I can see very easily why it would tick someone off.
Wow, that was a massive... That was an expensive looking explosion. I'm surprised we had that in the budget. Anyway, yeah, that was Oil Desert Act 3 boss, whatever. In the next part, we get to Wing Fortress. No, I'm not kidding. It's literally Wing Fortress. I'm not even kidding. See ya,
Is
everybody.
it called that, by the way?
No, it's called Sky Fortress, but trust me, it's Wing Fortress. There's no hiding it. It doesn't have the... Well,
In the meantime, we'll see you in
Yeah, see you in the part. See you, everybody.
So yeah.